These are the only fragrances you need this fall. Obviously, you need more than 10 fragrances, but these 10 are amazing. And 3 of them are super affordable. They're cheapies. And the last 3, nobody seems to talk about them. So make sure to watch till the end. You always need to watch till the end. We start off the list with Guerlain L'Homme Idéal Le Intense, which is a very underrated fragrance in my opinion. I picked this up, I think, in 2018 or 19. And this is one of the most underrated designer fragrances in my collection. It's considered designer because Guerlain is officially also selling other stuff, so they are technically a designer brand. In my opinion, Guerlain is niche. They started with fragrances like a very, very long time ago, 1930s, I think, if I'm correct. But this is made by Thierry Vasser, master perfumer. And this is for some weird reason under the radar in the Ideal line. And this is also one of the best in my opinion. I already made a big dent, as you can see. And I actually haven't worn this a lot the last 2 years. So, because I got a lot of new fragrances in the last 2 years. I think I've worn this maybe once the last 2 years. But this needs more love. This is a smoky, warm, spicy vanilla fragrance. And it has the signature almond DNA. The whole Ideal line has almond. And this has that combination with smoke. So a smoke note. Not incense, but literally like smoke. So it's very smoky. It has a touch of leather. It has a touch of labdanum. It has like a really subtle hint of rose, which is barely detectable. But it's like warm, spicy. It has cardamom. Cardamom is always like sweet and sexy and spicy, combined with tonka bean and vanilla, and then chili pepper. So it has a warm spiciness combined with the smoke. It has a creamy sandalwood. It's a beautifully well blended fragrance. It has good performance. This is a 2019 batch, if I'm correct. And the very first bottles were matte black. Like I still need to get me a bottle just for my collection. But this smells amazing. It lasts for about 8 hours on my skin. It is not a big projector. It has a good longevity, but it's more like an intimate fragrance actually. Perfect for fall, perfect for winter. And it's a very unique scent profile. It's not like super mass appealing, but still with this fragrance, people are always asking what are you wearing because it just smells good. And it sort of has like a unique mass appealingness to it actually. So I would say you can wear this in sort of any situation. You can wear this to work, school, date nights. In my opinion, this is a very sexy fragrance. You can wear this out clubbing, although it's not loud. You have to really heavy overspray if you want to people like to notice you. It's a pretty intimate scent, but it just smells amazing. It's perfect, like suited for fall. If I smell this, it reminds me of like a rainy day, you know, by the fireplace. It gives me like going out for dinner vibes. I don't know, it gives me this warm, cozy vibes. A leather jacket, like, you know, sophisticated in a suit. It's a very sophisticated scent. Super underrated. I would say, I don't know how the new batches perform because they have sort of reformulated, although Guerlain said none of the Ideal lines are reformulated. Maybe the new batches are just weaker, they need to macerate. Sometimes people complain about new batches are weaker. I cannot say for this. I would say go to the store, buy a sample online. Don't trust my opinion, but like sample this. Test it out on your own skin. I think it's an amazing fragrance. You need to check it out and let me know what you think. Guerlain, L'Homme Idéal, Le Intense. Next up we have Khadlaj 25 Experience, and this is a tribute to their 25th anniversary. And this fragrance, it smells amazing, and a lot of people already know this scent profile because it's inspired by Soma Parfums. So this is powdery, it's vanillic, it's very like sweet and warm, spicy. It's a cardamom balm as well, like that cardamom warm spiciness. It's a very sexy fragrance. I would say it's not a 100% clone. It's more like 85% similar and with 15% its own twist. Because it's not 100% the same. I tested them side by side. This also has like a eucalyptus note. It has a touch of frankincense. It's a bit different, but if you go to the dry down, it's very, very similar actually. But the opening, it's just a bit different. This smells very refined. It's of high quality. It lasts over 8, maybe 9 hours on my skin. The projection is pretty moderate, but it's nice. You have a nice scent bubble around you. You're not choking people out, but it performs great. And this is perfect for fall. This is fall in a bottle, and it's very affordable. It's actually very cheap. I think you can find this below $35, maybe even cheaper. I will put a link here in the description, or here in screen, also in my description. You can get it on beautyhouse.com. They already have amazing prices, and you can save another extra 5% with the code Gerino5. But this is blind buy worthy. If you already know the scent profile, you know Le Male Parfum. I know Le Male Parfum is pretty expensive, especially in the US. Here in the Netherlands, in Europe, it's a bit cheaper. But these designer prices keep getting higher and higher and higher. And this is like 1/4 of the price with similar or maybe even better performance. So I would say, check this one out. This is perfect for fall, perfect for winter. You can even wear this in spring, in my opinion. I know people that wear the original Le Male Parfum in summer. I haven't actually never tested it out. Yeah, maybe on a summer evening, but maybe it's versatile enough. But this is perfect for fall. You can wear this to work, school, whatever you want to do, professional occasions, formal settings, daily wear, perfect for a date night. Very sexy fragrance, and it's mass appealing. It is sort of like that unique scent profile with the powderiness, but also the vanilla and the warm spiciness it's making it very inviting. So I would say blind buy worthy because it's very cheap and it performs really well. So check this one out. Next up we have Rochas Moustache Eau de Parfum. I finally added to the collection. I already wanted it for a while actually, because I knew this smells amazing and it's affordable. It's a cheapie. This is a 75 ml bottle. I bought it for like 29 euros. I will put the thing here in screen. I bought it from Latino, super cheap. This is blind buy worthy as well, in my opinion. Very affordable, and it smells of a very high quality. So this is very similar to Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo, which is like, I don't know, like 275 euros or something. It's an expensive fragrance, a masterpiece in my opinion. But this is about 85% the same. It smells amazing, it performs amazing, it has a great longevity, it projects, and this is actually even a little bit more mass appealing than Tuxedo, because Tuxedo is more heavy on the patchouli, and this is actually less heavy on the patchouli. It's still detectable, but it's more on the like ambery, sweet vanilla side. So this is actually more mass appealing, more sweeter. I would say this is a perfect blind buy, perfect for fall and winter. Super sexy for date nights. You can wear this in almost any occasion. You can wear this school, work, whatever you want to do. And I think still this is a pretty unique scent profile. It's not like your typical like designer fragrance, or this smells like a lot more expensive than it is. You can smell like that this is of a high quality niche fragrance actually. So this doesn't smell how it is priced. Super cheap. I think you can get it in the States maybe even cheaper. I'm not sure. I will check out if I can find a link or anything, and I'll put it in the description, but you can Google it yourself as well. I would say a perfect blind buy because it's cheap and it smells amazing. So it has like pink pepper and mandarin. So it starts off a little bit spicy, and the mandarin is of course like sweet, citrusy. It has a really nice base with benzoin and vanilla, which makes it ambery, vanillic, warm, spicy, sweet. It's pretty sweet and ambery, and it has a nice woodiness with cedar. It has a touch of rose, which just gives it a little bit of more like a support note. It's not really in your face, but you get the floral vibes. It's not feminine or something. I would say it's unisex, but bleeding more masculine. And it has like a touch of patchouli. So the patchouli gives it a little bit of like, yeah, sort of chocolatey sweetness with a little touch of earthiness, like just a little bit. Smells amazing. I would just like, you know what, I'll just spray it in the air. Look, the atomizer's decent. This smells like a gentleman. Super sexy. You need to check this out. You can blind buy this or maybe try to sample this, but it's so cheap. You just get a 75 ml and thank me later. Next up we have Lattafa Liam Grey, which I also bought, and this was actually a blind buy because I heard, and it's true, it's a clone of BDK Gris Charnel. I've tested them side by side the other day because I just got it in like 2 days ago. This smells amazing. This is, I think, 90% similar. The opening is slightly different. This is maybe a little bit more sweet, a little bit like more like on the vanillic side. But the dry down, I can hardly detect the difference between the two. The performance is similar, maybe even stronger. This is not a safe blind buy in my opinion, because Gris Charnel is a very unique scent profile. So I wouldn't say this is safe blind buy, but this smells like a high-end niche quality fragrance. This smells amazing, and I paid only 26 euros for this bottle. And it's 100 ml. Let me just do atomizer check. Atomizer is very decent. Oh, this is so sexy. This is a fig fragrance, but it's more than that. So it has fig, it has tea, it has sexy cardamom. I love cardamom. It's warm, spicy, and sweet. It has iris. It's powdery with the vetiver combined. So it's earthy at the same time. It has labdanum. It has a very creamy base, like creamy sandalwood with tonka bean. It has vanilla. This whole blend is just... In the air like this now, I cannot detect the difference with Gris Charnel, to be honest. On skin, side by side, I already tested it on skin and I thought like, okay, it's almost the same. This is more sweet. The opening is a bit different, but when it dries down, when it comes to the mid, it's almost the same. In the dry down, it's like identical. So if you love Gris Charnel, but you don't want to pay Gris Charnel money, check this one out. You can also get this at Beauty House, I think. I have to check, but Beauty House also sells Lattafa. It's already cheap, you can save an extra 5%. I would say maybe not blind buy worthy, but if you want to smell unique, if you always wanted to have Gris Charnel, but you don't want to spend that money, check this one out. This is super sexy. You can wear this fall, winter, spring and summer, because people always say Gris Charnel is a fall, winter fragrance. No, the fig in this fragrance shines in the high heat. So you can wear this as a signature scent 365 days a year. It's a very unique scent profile. I think 99% out of the people you encounter never smelled anything like this. You can wear this in any situation, in my opinion. Perfectly, super versatile. You can wear this to work, school, clubbing, date nights. It's super sexy, very affordable. Check this one out. Next up we have Superz Budapest Morocco, and this is a beast mode fragrance. This is very strong. This is a almond heavy fragrance, so it's heavy on the almond, like the Ideal line. Just showed you the Guerlain L'Homme Ideal, the Intense. The whole Ideal line has that almond note, but this is super heavy on the almond. So you have the almond, it is sweet, it is warm, spicy, it has vanilla, it has amber. It's also a bit fruity, it has like fruity notes and sweet notes, but it's also nutty, of course, of the almond, but it also has like nutty notes. Like it has like spices. It is a very sort of fresh, spicy, but mostly sweet, vanillic almond fragrance. And I've heard people compare this to Parfums de Marly Pegasus. Maybe because Parfums de Marly has like the Pegasus has like almond and vanilla as well. This has almond and vanilla as well. Completely different fragrances. I own both and they're nothing alike actually. Yeah, they both have almond, they both have vanilla. A lot of people say, oh, a fragrance has pineapple and incense. Oh, it's Aventus. No, not everything is a clone if it has similar notes, because I have fragrances with very similar notes that are completely different. This is a fragrance that is very unique. Nothing smells like this. You know what? I'll just spray it in the air. I will regret it probably because this is a beast. Pressurized atomizer. This is very sexy. It starts off sort of fresh aromatic, but it turns into a really like sweet almond vanilla fragrance right away. It's warm spicy, it's going into my nostrils. Like everything from Superz, beast mode performance. These are 50 ml bottles, extrait, so extrait de parfum, very strong, very high concentration of oil. Everything lasts like 12 plus hours on my skin. This projects, this doesn't come off your clothing. You don't need to spray too much. You saw the pressurized atomizers. I'm a heavy oversprayer, but for regular people, I would say just do 5 sprays. More than enough. This will last you a very long time. They have amazing prices. Check out like their own website. You can get 10% off of superz.com with Gerino 10, but you can also get them on scentsplit.com. You can also get full bottles and you can get decants also with 10% off. This is super sexy for fall and winter. I would say you can wear this on a date night. I wouldn't wear this to the office personally. I think it's a bit too much. Like it's a bit too much in your face. But this is perfect for going out clubbing on a date night. It's very like inviting. It's a unique scent profile. That almond sweetness with like the vanilla. This and the warm spiciness. I can detect this in the air also with the other fragrances, but this is overwhelming all the others. Super sexy scent profile. I wouldn't say this is safe blind buy because it is maybe for some people too sweet or too much almond. It's a unique scent profile. I would say try to sample this at least and thank me later. Superz Budapest, Morocco. Next up we have Argos fragrances. Triumph of Bacchus. As you can see, I already made a big dent because this is one of my signature scents. Top 10 for life. I never want to live without this fragrance anymore. It's my scent of the day actually, and I've already talked about this a lot, so if you watch my channel before, you can skip this chapter maybe, but this is such a masterpiece. It's a gourmand fragrance, so it is very sweet, it is warm spicy, it is boozy, it has tobacco, it has like apple and a white peach combination, which is of course sweet and fruity, very inviting, but it's not in your face, it's not too much, it's superly, like perfectly well blended. It has like rum, which is like a slightly boozy, not too much. It has tobacco, not too much. It's very smooth blended in. It has a touch of saffron, a touch of vetiver, a touch of patchouli, a touch of musk, also barely detectable, more support notes. It's heavy on the vanilla and the tonka bean, so that the warm spicy sweetness and a creamy sandalwood, like a little bit of amberiness, and the whole combination of notes. It goes from the top to the mid to the dry down. It's just perfection in a bottle. It projects, it's strong, it's a beast mode fragrance. This will last for 12 plus hours on my skin. It has a nice projection and it's just super sexy. It's a unique scent profile. Well, at least you have similar scent profiles. I would say you have Parfums de Marly Carlisle, of course, also one of my favorite fragrances. But this is more on the sweet gourmand side. That is more on the dark mysterious patchouli side, sort of. And you also have in the similar scent profile Mancera Red Tobacco, which I don't like personally because it's more synthetic. It's a beast mode fragrance as well, but I don't know, it's like, it's good in the dry down, but I don't like the opening and the mid. And Red Tobacco is good in the dry down. And Carlisle is also a masterpiece, but this just hits different. That like rum, white peach, apple combination, the whole blend. This is perfection in a bottle. In my opinion, you can wear this fall, winter, and spring, but it's fall in a bottle. It's like it has that sexy coziness to it. It is perfect for date nights, very sexy. You can wear this in a professional setting. I wouldn't spray too much. Maybe let's say if you go to the office, like 3 sprays is enough. But you can wear this going out clubbing. You will make a statement with this fragrance. One of my signature scents. I cannot talk enough about this. as you watch this channel before, then you know I love this. I would say at least sample this. Maybe it's not a safe blind buy, but in my opinion, it's a must-have fragrance. Check this out. You can save some money on the official website with Jurino 10. I think you can get it on SenseSplit, I'm not sure, but check out the links. I will put links here in screen, check out the description. But try to get at least a sample of this. Argos, Triumph of Bacchus. Next up we have Parfums de Marly, Layton, Exclusif. And this is the more dark and mysterious brother of Layton, which is of course their bestseller. Super sexy fragrance, one of my signature scents, but I don't think this gets enough love, in my opinion. This is maybe not a safe blind buy. This is not for the faint-hearted, but if you love Layton, if you love that scent profile, but you want something more like deeper, stronger, more masculine, this is it. This has like oud, it has civet, it has a little bit of dirtiness, like a sort of animalicness to it, but it still has that sweet apple vanilla combination. It is oudy, it's woody. It has like a touch of freshness, like a touch of aromaticness, like that lavender, geranium vibes, what Layton already has. Like this DNA is like, I think 80 to 90% the same, but it has like a 10 to 20% its own twist. More dark, more mysterious. I think this is a masterpiece. 10 out of 10. I didn't appreciate this as much in the beginning because I was like, yeah, I still love Layton more, but this is also a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. But I still prefer Layton a little bit more because it's more versatile. It's a little bit more mass appealing. It's a little bit more sexy, but this is a beast. This is a 2023 batch, I think. Yeah, 23, and it's a beast. 16 plus hours. It projects, it sticks on clothing, it sticks to my skin. I get on my skin at least 16 plus hours, but I also like drink a lot of water. I'm warm-blooded, so my skin, I have a good skin type, so every fragrance lasts pretty long on me. But it's a beast, super sexy. I would say not a safe blind buy, but try to get at least a sample of this one. Perfect in my opinion for date nights because you are like alluring. There's sort of dirtiness, sexiness to you, towards you, like also still with the sweet vanilla, but also oud, which projects in a sort of sweet woodiness. And oud close to the skin is more animalic, but it gives you that nice projection, which is amazing. I would say I wouldn't wear this to the office probably, unless you really want to make a statement, because this is a room filler. But you can wear this going out clubbing for sure. Amazing fragrance, not a safe blind buy, perfect for fall and winter. I would say try to get at least your nose on this one and thank me later. This is a beast. We arrived at the last three with Ryziger Parfums Attraction Fatale by Curly Fragrance. And you know probably now already that I love sweet, warm, spicy, gourmand fragrances. And this is exactly that. So it has like rum and mandarin in the top. So it starts off like sort of fresh and sweet at the same time with booze, and it has a heavy dose of ambroxan. So it starts like projecting right away, but it's also very warm, spicy at the same time. So it has nutmeg and black pepper. So it gives you like a blast of spiciness right away. And the floral aspects with like neroli, jasmine, and rose are very like smooth blended in and gives it like a sweet floral vibe to it. But it's not in your face floral. It's not feminine or something. I think this is very masculine in my opinion. It's unisex enough for some women probably, but this is more warm, spicy, boozy, masculine. It is sweet with vanilla. It has like the amber vanilla in the base with like a touch of musk, which is also really nice. And like the ambroxan, which comes off also like ambery and musky, of course. But the ambroxan combines really well, as well in my own fragrance actually, because in Oblivion we also have like vanilla and rum combined with ambroxan. And this has that as well, but they both smell completely different. But that combination is really sexy. Like the booziness really explodes sort of, and the warm spiciness as well. Because vanilla is of course sweet, but vanilla is also a spice. So a lot of people forget that. People think, oh, vanilla is very sweet, but vanilla is warm spicy at the same time. So that projects super sexy in my opinion. This is a beast. This projects very wide. It has like meters of projection. It lasts for like 12 plus hours on my skin. On clothing, you cannot really get this off your clothing. I sprayed it on a shirt and I worn it. I washed it, and still after washing, it was still very noticeable. So be careful with the sprays. You see that I already made a dent in the bottle, but you don't need to overspray this actually. I still do because I overspray everything I have at least 15 times, but this is a beast. Very sexy, perfect for fall and winter. I would say perfect for a date night, perfect when you go out clubbing, maybe not office friendly. I think it's not really suited for office or for school maybe, but you need to check this out. Try to get at least a sample of this and thank me later. Attraction Fatale by Curly Fragrance. Next up we have Soma Parfums, Halcyon, and another warm, spicy, sweet gourmand fragrance because I'm a sucker for gourmand fragrances. This is also one of my favorites for fall and winter. This is like sweet with vanilla. It has rum and tobacco. It has benzoin. It has toffee. Like the rum is like the booziness combined with the tobacco and the honey. And it has a touch of orchid, so it has a little bit of like a floral touch to it, but that's hardly detectable. And in the dry down, it's a bit musky. Benzoin is like, of course, like ambery and sweet and vanillic combined with like that, like sort of little touch of musk. It's not too much, but it has a nice muskiness in the dry down. But it's mostly sweet, warm, spicy, heavy on the vanilla, rum and tobacco and honey. That combination is just like, it sort of has similar notes to Attraction Fatale. It also has similar notes to Triumph of Bacchus, but those three are completely different fragrances. This is a masterpiece as well, in my opinion. Almost every fragrance in this list is a masterpiece, in my opinion, but this is just super sexy. If you love the scent profiles of Parfums de Marly Ocean, Kilian's Angel Share, this is sort of right in the middle of those two. So it's not a clone of Ocean, not a clone of Angel Share, but it's like sort of in that scent profile and then in the middle and doing his own thing. Super sexy for fall. You can wear this in any situation, in my opinion. I would say you can wear this to the office. Why not? Just don't spray too much. And then at least wait an hour before you go to the office because it needs to dry down, sort of. Because maybe the opening is maybe a bit too much in your face. But then in the dry down, it's a very smooth, more sweet vanilla fragrance with the toffee and the honey. It has a really nice sweetness. It's really inviting. It's perfect for date nights, going out clubbing. You can wear this in almost any situation. I would say fall, winter, but also spring, early spring. Not in the high heat, but it smells amazing. Amazing performance as well. It's an eau de parfum, but this will last for 10 plus hours on my skin, and it has a really nice projection. Overall, I would say maybe not a safe blind buy, unless you really love gourmand fragrances, but you need to check this one out. Soma Parfums, Halcyon. Last but not least, we have Sora Dora Mandorle. And yes, we have another gourmand fragrance. This is also sweet and warm, spicy, but this is still, again, a very different fragrance than the other fragrances. This also has rum and tonka bean and vanilla, but it goes a very different way. This has like suede and cashmere wood, it has caramel, it has heliotrope, it has cacao, it is woody, it's also a bit powdery at the same time, and it sort of has a almond cherry vibe to it, which I cannot really place, but it's like, this is so sexy. And the suede, the leathery vibes are so smooth. You can detect it, but it's like a lot of people are always like, I don't like leather fragrances. This is like, if you don't like leather fragrances, you will probably love this. It is very sweet and warm spicy. And it has like that booziness, but it also has that sort of almond cherry kind of vibe. It has a slight muskiness to it. It is ambery, the warm spiciness combined with the whole sweetness with the caramel and the tonka bean and the vanilla. Super sexy blend, extrait de parfum, beast mode performance. This projects super unisex, but I think it sort of has a little bit, yeah, it's leaning masculine in my opinion, but it's unisex enough for a woman to wear. Well, at least not a lot of, like, let's say the frag hats under us, they would wear this. I don't think the people that go to Sephora would buy anything like this. I think this is more masculine. It's sexy, sweet, warm, spicy. It has that inviting, alluring DNA, and like a lot of these fragrances are sweet and warm, spicy, which I talked about, and ladies love that on men, for real. It's very inviting. It's super sexy, perfect for date night. You will smell like a snack. You will smell edible. I wouldn't wear this to the office, in my opinion, but you can wear this in other situations. Perfect for fall and winter, early spring. I think if it's getting warmer, I wouldn't recommend wearing this, but this is perfect for fall. You need to get at least a sample of this and thank me later. Check this one out. Thanks again for watching. It would be really helpful if you like the video, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel, of course. Watch my other videos, but yeah, give me feedback. What do you think of the fragrances? Do you own any of these fragrances? Let me know if you like buy samples. Come back to the video. Let me know if you test them. I want to have feedback. I want to talk to you. Like, let me know what you think. I will reply to every comment. Even if you just want to say your scent of the day, that's already enough. Like, my scent of the day was Triumph of Bacchus, what I told you about, but now I'm wearing Oblivion, my own fragrance. So check this one out. You can also buy samples of this. You can buy full bottles, but try to get a sample at scentsplit.com. 10% off. I will leave links and codes and everything in the description, and perfect for fall. But it's actually super versatile. You can wear this all year round. But also sweet, warm, spicy. It has some freshness to it. It's fresh and sweet. Also rum, also ambroxan, also vanilla, also a hint of tobacco, honey. It's super sexy. But thanks again for watching. In the meantime, like, of course, I will post my scent of the day in the community section. I will post polls. I will post memes. I'm very active. I post 2 shorts a day, 2 reels a day, also on Instagram, TikTok. You can check me out on every channel. And next week I will be back with another full video. So see you next week. You may overspray. Namaste. Thank you.